How far we were from that.
Yeah, I grew up a big Iowa State fan, basketball, and a Nebraska football fan, so this kind of works out pretty nicely for me. But my grandpa coached against Fred when he was playing, and my grandpa was coaching, so we knew him from there. And then grew up going to his camps, and there's just that kind of background connection with my grandpa. So we always just kind of knew each other and talked a little bit. And then obviously when I was in high school, he recruited me really hard, so I got really close with um, Coach Fred and Coach Nate. So there was that background, and I just made it even easier when I was in the portal.
How old were you when you started going to Chris?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Probably like 6, 7. Yeah, it was really little because I just remember I remember crying when Peyton got traded away from my team, and then I think it was Sam or Charlie that stepped in and got traded for Peyton, so we didn't have to split up. So there's just little connections like that that are pretty funny, but yeah, really little.
Right, kind of curious how like getting you being how
Yeah. Obviously, I've talked about this before, but Coach Fred was in the NBA. He was a wing in the NBA, so he knows what it takes to get there, and he runs that offense. I feel like through the wing and through the post, and one of my favorite actions is that get action where you hit the post and kind of run off, and that's a big part of our offense. So, still learning a lot, but just so far, I can already tell how good it's going to be for me and for our squad in general.
is it what strikes you about the offense? Why do you keep getting this offense? What is it about Big Ben?
I just think I pass really well and I can handle the ball and I can shoot the ball, but I'm always looking for my teammates to, get buckets and score and just looking at what impact ways of winning. And so I think our offense is really like kind of like the Indiana Pacers, just flowing through it, just a bunch of options out of each set and just play from there. And it's more so player led than coach led. Coach gives us the freedom to do whatever as long as it makes sense within the offense. So I really like the way he's coaching things and putting in plays during practice.
In way they say the off. It's the remote with guys here when you see you find Pedro at the front line with out of the year on that court where you look at the guy on the Rossi what was us out.
I think our depth, like you said, everybody can shoot the ball. I know I was different from the previous Nebraska teams. Like this guy over here, he's a sniper in practice. But I would just say our depth and just being able to shoot the ball and having multiple scorers out there and unselfish guys. And, everybody on the team wants to win and, do the unthinkable. So I think we're making progress towards that.
When you have a lot of depth with a lot of competition, how we being that point out and see this awesome.
Yeah, our practices are pretty competitive. Guys are crashing hard, shooting the ball, just making the extra play. Just to get that camaraderie in practice will go a long way throughout the season, especially like in games and scrimmages or whatever we have. So we're a real competitive group and we just want to win.
So creative and work,
win every game possible. We don't know they're the fifth year for me, so this is my last season. So I'm approaching the season differently as if it's my last season. So I want to take advantage of every practice, every drill that we do, every game we play, every possession we have, like if our last, and just hopefully to win every game this season. Right.
Hey, Kendall, back this you might are going for enter in the portal. If you had a conversation with Joanna Johnson, I know you guys both live in the same area. Was he sort of a silent recruiter or spoke that the legacy of a lot?
Yeah, he was always telling me just like to look at Nebraska, like the fan base here, the culture here is really strong. Everybody wants to see you succeed. And when I entered my name in the portal, he was the first one to tell me like, go Nebraska, like they want you, like you got to look at it. And I took his word for it, and so far I'm loving it here. So shout out to my guy Emmett on a big season this upcoming year.
Taking the leads, think about Lake Mission English and Sunbig. What stand out about things that you ever either focus on pretty apathy?
Definitely my strength. A lot of bigger guards, a lot of bigger forwards, just a bigger team in general, bigger conference. The pace of the game for sure. So my agility and my quickness and being able to guard 1 through 3, 1 through 4, and just being able to shoot the ball, make open shots when I'm open, and having my teammates trusting me and having my coaches trusting me as well. So pretty big jump.
All right, then you this fight it, Brad. How much like you see the better you tricky
Well, Coach Fred he's been helping me out a lot already. But we've had to tweak some things after practice, whether it's footwork or release point, release speed. But I just go back to my dad and grandpa. Like they were the ones that really set my foundation for my shot. So I give all credit to them. Even my mom, she was a great shooter in college as well. So pretty much just my family. That's really been the main thing is for my shot and for my games. It's came from them.
Just Fred's background. He's the seaport guy with a background, maybe what poster he had others.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's an NBA player, and when he talks, I listen for sure. When I was getting recruited, he told me that he was getting my shooting coach, and he's held to his word. And I shot with him after practice. He talks to me during practice, so it's going great.
Right. Well, about the priority to post defense, a funny, the people stupid defense, the both of the both defense. What are you working on, maybe with what are you working on this off TV? Can you improve?
Yeah, it's the Big Ten is a really physical and fast-paced league. So, your release can always get quicker. Your footwork can always get better. Hitting more difficult shots as well. Running off the screens and getting your feet set really quick and getting that shot off the dribble shots as well. And even on top of that, just making plays for others as well. Getting in the paint, being strong with the ball, playing off 2 feet's been a focus of mine as well. It's something the coaches are working with me on. So doing that and just being a more all around, can dish it, can score at the rim when I need to as well.
I know that Iowa had a lot of Fox City, but I'm curious. At a football level, the two Nebraska and Iowa criminally. Yes. I see in Nebraska Iowa game from the Iowa side. How is it here to be for your side?
Yeah, I knew there was a rivalry for sure, but it's not like I hated any of the guys on the team. I knew a lot of the guys from when I was in high school getting recruited, and obviously the Hoiberg family just from my background I had already. So there wasn't ever a hatred between the guys, but obviously I wanted to win every game, and went into every game with the same mindset. So
what do you think of it? How they were lost.
I know they don't like us. They didn't like us at all. So, I went to that game. It was a very hostile environment. It was really, really cool environment. And, when I went in the portal, I kept that in mind. So, remembering that arena and that environment, it's something I really wanted to play in and didn't get to play in very much when I was at Iowa. So
when you think about what you would be facing a former team at Iowa, or will it be welcoming to the former team in the great?
It's probably gonna be Creighton, honestly, because I got 2 at Creighton. I got 2 left at Iowa still. So it'll be different for sure. I think Iowa's probably gonna be more weird though, going back there and playing there, being there for 2 years. It really felt like home, but so it's gonna be different for sure. But really excited to get back there and play.
I think also know you guys, but is it then like adjusties of up to the any and seeing what expects he out of the birthday.
Esther. Yeah, he's a very intense dude. Absolutely love getting coached by him. He's been amazing, texting me a lot, just checking how I'm doing, and really intense with the film as well. I think the film's been a huge part of my growth and our team growth as well. He puts together a defensive clip on huddle after every practice. So watching that after every night and seeing where we can learn and where I can get better, it's really helped a lot. And then his intensity on the court's just different. He's a very intense dude. But he really knows what he's talking about, and we all know it's coming from a good place, so you kind of just have to listen to what he's saying and not how he's saying it.
Yeah, I would say he's very passionate about his job. Like, he cares for us. Like Pryce mentioned, he's always texting us, just seeing what we're doing, just checking in. He's always trying to work us out after practice and stuff like that, but he's a very intense guy. He's only gonna make us better. It's out of love and it's out of care. It's out of passion for him, so a lot of respect for Coach Nate.
You see, how about the KK you spend or not? Is it a step up, and you see this as a step up in competition for you?
Have a good mate.
To a certain degree, yeah. I mean, back at St. Thomas when we would play a Power 5 school, there would be a lot more motivation because I could envision myself being at this level. So I would say it's definitely a step up. Now I can't be complacent about saying that I have to bring it out every night, but it's definitely a step up, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Right, so full after Nebraska ding I say over double long double whatever joke with that when you and Fred and never get brought us.
I think we talked about it in my recruit dinner when I was on a visit here in the portal. Honestly, that's probably the only time we talked about it. It was obviously a double dribble, so can't really much more to be said about it. So just kind of move on from it. But yeah,
even in the moment where you Spiegel was involved.
Yeah, I really was. You can kind of see my face at the end of that clip that they had. It's I definitely knew it was a double dribble, but got the timeout off, whatever happened. I don't remember, but yeah, that was a pretty crazy play.
Now, I said you're one of the 4 guys taking that point back. How much have you been on the ball this ball?
I would say I've been very dominant on the ball. When I need a break or a rest, that's how I go off the ball. But I mean, wherever coach needs me to play, I'm fine with that as long as I'm impacting wins. So point guard, shooting guard, whatever he needs me to do, I'm down for it.
How do we eat your sides that you find it really down for?
I can definitely see over a bunch of people. Like I said, my passing is one of my strengths. So I definitely try to get my guys open, get them open shots they need, and just protecting the ball, whether it's with my body or my hand or whatever. Just trying to make the right play each rep I get, just to get more comfortable and more confident in myself, and just going along plays of making winning plays.
At this point, even playing drink, how extensive is this point about that?
I handled the ball a lot in high school. Not really. I mean, I handled the ball in college, but I wasn't really dominant point guards my past 3 seasons. So it's definitely new for me, but it's like a refresher almost. So it's just adapting to the practice and, the plays, ignoring all the ups and downs and the X and Y's to it, just is only going to make me better at my position.
But there's see.
I mean, literally every single person can shoot it, so it's really helps the spacing, obviously, and we're still working on getting that, being in the right spots at all time with our offense. But when you have everybody that can shoot the ball, it just makes everyone so much easier. So
yeah, kind of like you said, just everybody can shoot. So I mean, anybody who takes a shot, it's not gonna be a bad shot unless it's highly contested or whatever. But I think we all just have a lot of confidence from each other, and just helps us with our connections on and off before. So just hanging out with each other, whether it's getting food, getting shots up, or it's hanging out, playing video games or whatever. I mean, we all hang out pretty much after practice or on the weekends or whatever. So I feel like it's adapting pretty easily. That's it.
We tried to get Kendall out there, but we didn't want to.
I haven't got an insight yet, so
That's true.
And the bag no
What'd you say?
installed the 5 in there.
Jared. I was surprised. He's actually a pretty good golfer. He said he hadn't golfed before or rarely golfed, so I was pretty shocked when I saw his swim. It's a pretty good swim. So
I kind of would have seen some of the primary ball hunters.
Ball seeing I see it for that's why here that this a Paul piece classic case. Get you this what they built in more.
Yeah. Are you talking about on offense or defense?
On offense when you always.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier to come off of it because, no offense to my guys at St. Thomas, but we're a lot bigger here, so it's a lot easier to come off of it. I can come off with more pace. I can see the floor better as long as I protect the ball. So I feel like I'm getting there to a point where it's like just make the right play every time and just see what goes on from there. So I'd say it's pretty easy to come up ball screens.
How do you even what speed would quality to play at the most was pretty good for that,
I would say we're looking to play at probably Minnesota, just because I'm from there. I would definitely say here, maybe Creighton or Purdue or, one of the top teams in the Big Ten, Michigan State along those lines. So looking forward to the season though, so it should be pretty fun.